He took credit for a key company initiative. Nearly 10 years later, it cost him a job. I'll need to be a bit vague. Around 10 years ago, I was brought in to revive a failed company. 50 employees were reduced before I showed up to 3 to try to restructure it. It specializes in very custom small batch parts that require high precision. Bob was an employee I soon hired. Over 2 years, I led a complete restructuring, cut out unnecessary steps, invested in tech. Eventually, we grew to $10 million in revenue and more, with a general goal of $100,000 of profit per employee going to the parent organization. It was successful for years. Bob was okay. He had a few skills. He wasn't great, and to maintain our goals, he needed to go. I warned Bob that he had 2 months to find a new job, that I would give him a good review for what he was good at, but not for what he was bad at. He would need to maintain a good output of what he was good at, or we had to let him go right away, but would be flexible for interviews, etc. To Bob's credit, we saw no decrease in effort, although low bar. He finds a job at a company we partnered with. Didn't use me as a reference. Good for Bob. Years later, I fly out to visit the partner. To my surprise, Bob greets me with my main contact, Charlie. Happy enough to see Bob, we shake hands. Catch up quickly. Charlie then goes on to say how lucky I was to have had Bob because of all the transformative things he did. Really got us out of a mess, which of course was all the things I did and Bob was not good at. Charlie added a small, Agrianta Hill helped. I was shocked, angry. I said nothing other than I'm glad Bob found a good fit. Years pass. I bump into Bob occasionally. It's performative. I leave the company on to my next adventure. The company does okay in my absence. COVID and other events knocked the entire industry around, but I left the company in good hands, and it does okay. I remain friends with the new general manager that I hired. Bob loses his job. Surprised he kept it as long as he did. He applies to my former company for a prestigious role. The GM calls me to ask about Bob. They didn't overlap. Asks about Bob's claims of all the transformative things they did. Is ready to hire them. I tell the truth. Bob doesn't get the job. Karma is sometimes real. It isn't always efficient.